I'm fat because I drink too much red wine and I don't exercise enough.
That's not true. That's absolutely not true. But you are not fit. You're not fat because of what you eat and how much exercise you do. That is the line that everybody is led to believe. But there is
Doctor, if I left you now and ran up and down Leicester Square for 3 hours and then went home and had a piece of lettuce and then came in and did the same tomorrow and the day after that and the day after that, I would start to look like a supermodel.
Only for a few months, and then you would stop. In fact, you would start regaining weight within the first year. That is how the body works. The body will always return you to your natural set point weight.
60% of people in the UK and in Ireland now are now overweight, and is it any wonder when cuts like this doctor here are giving out false information and false hope, telling you you're going to put the weight back on regardless? That is not true. Physics tells us you can't create mass of nothing. The only way you'll put the weight back on is calorie surplus diet, by acting the cunt and eating all around you. In conclusion, guys, calories surplus to put weight on, calories maintenance to maintain weight, and calories deficit to lose weight. And if anyone else tries to tell you different, Harvey, what do we tell them?
Hello, you can.
Okay, so you're not going to like me, so, because I have a different opinion. And I think it's only fair that you guys hear both sides of the argument so you can make up your own mind. So like he said in the video, we've got a huge problem right now in the world with obesity. It's not just in England and Ireland, it's all over the world. And I wouldn't say it's 60%, I would say the numbers are a lot higher. Everywhere we look, all we can see is more people overweight. And it's not just adults, it's also children. Now here's a question for you, big man. Why do most diets fail? Because according to you experts, it's down to a lack of discipline. People are lazy, they're not trying hard enough, they're not counting their calories. Why do you think people struggle when they go on these diets? They can't sustain them for a long time. Again, according to you experts, they lack discipline, they're just pure and lazy, they're not tracking their calories. Why do you think Ozempic is very, very popular at the moment? Because I'm pretty sure if you ask these people would have said, I done the low calorie diets. Yeah, healthy, but I really struggled to keep the weight off, or I couldn't lose the weight. They went to see you guys. You guys hadn't got a clue why they weren't losing weight. They were really struggling. So what do you guys probably recommend? Go and see the doctor. Go and see the doctor, be put on a weight loss injection, or go down the surgery route. Okay, so that's my small rant over. Now I want you fitness experts to listen to me. Okay, listen to me very carefully. You can stick your calories in, your calories out, okay, your law of thermodynamics up your hole. Because I can tell you right now, we're a bit more complex than that. The human body is not a calculator, okay? The body runs off hormones, not calories. Now, if we want to control our weight and we want to keep it off, it's very simple. All we have to do is control one hormone, and that hormone is insulin. Insulin tells the body whether we're either going to burn fat or we're going to store fat, plain and simple. Now let me give you an example. Let's go off what these fitness experts talk about when they talk about the law of thermodynamics. So let's say we're eating 2,000 calories of, say, processed food, a lot of carbohydrates, a lot of fibre, okay? And then we're eating 2,000 calories of eating proteins and fats. We need to understand, guys, these foods are going to impact the body differently. So for example, if we focus more on the processed food, carbohydrates and fibre, you're never allowing that hunger hormone to switch off. Whereas if we eat proteins and fats, we're able to control our hunger a lot easier. And this is why so many of you struggle when you go on these diets. Because everybody will tell you that these foods are healthy, but guys, they're rich in sugar. You're not allowing that hunger hormone to switch off. And this is why you're having these regular cravings, you're struggling with your food noise, and you have these regular hunger problems, okay? And this is the reason why you're probably crashing in the afternoon, you're tired, you're fatigued. You need to look at your diet, guys. Focus on what you're eating, because I can promise you right now, it's not just about calories. Like I said, the type of food that you eat matters also. Now, if we do the opposite and start eating the food that controls our hunger levels, okay, and controls that hunger hormone, leptin, and keeping your leptin levels high and insulin low, well guys, it's not rocket science. You're going to be able to control your weight, okay? You're going to be able to lose the weight so much easier, and more importantly, you're going to be able to keep it off long term. So guys, listen to me very carefully. If you're one of these people that you're doing these diets, you're on these low calorie diets, and you're always struggling, no matter what you do, you're going to the gym, you're ruining yourself, you're training hard, you're doing all these classes, but nothing is working. You go back to your PT is blaming you. I want you to do me a favour. I want you to tell these people to go fuck themselves, okay? And start listening to people who actually know what they're talking about.